Hello everybody and welcome to another Keen stream. Who do we have in the chat tonight? Let's have a little look. What up? I'm joined here by Philip, who has been the lead developer on this upcoming update. It's great to see you guys, and we've got so much exciting stuff to share with you today. Seeing F's in okay, I think we're fine. I'm seeing some F's in YouTube, but I think we're fine. So the main thing is, this is not an update. Basically, later this week, we will be running public tests for an upcoming update, which you can see behind me here. And this update won't release for some time. So this will be a matter of you guys helping us to test this update before it goes fully live. And well, Philip, do you want to maybe say just straight off what this is?
Hi guys. Well, simply this update is so huge that we decided that we will again try to run the public test. So I hope that lots of you will play, test, and give us some opinion and feedback. And if you find some bug, then you can report it, so we can tweak everything before release.
But I was going to say, would you like to say the name of, the main thing of what this update is?
Well, it's about economy. So there's trading stuff, which you will see soon. Then there is lots of new things around factions. There is so much stuff, actually. I'm not sure if someone is trying to DDoS us again.
Yeah, it seems like it. Really seems like it. Sucks. This is ridiculous. We haven't had this for ages, but as soon as we do something crazy like this.
We are back.
We're back, I think. Yeah, guys, have to be patient with us. It seems like we haven't had this issue for a long time, but it's typical. As soon as we have something, crazy, yeah. So we might be having some kind of, we don't know. We've had these before, so it's very strange to have them now. So if you're out there, don't, please. Okay, so let's get stuck into it, guys. You saw on the intro world, let me just see here. This screenshot video here, and this is basically it has a lot of the features wrapped up into one scene. The main thing I want to say is the thing you see in the background is not shields. This is a safe zone, and the block just above my head is a safe zone block, and it's only for static grids. The idea being is it's a safe place for your faction to trade and to set up shop. It is not designed as a kind of a defense for ships. Of course, shields is a whole different topic, and people also kind of feel it's kind of like 50-50 with shields. So it's mainly for gameplay purposes to have a safe place to set up shop and run your faction out of. And it will also require certain items to run. It won't just be a magic shield. You will also need a lot of power and what we call zone chips. So I'm not sure, is that a good place to start, do you think, or should we start with more?
We can start with the safe zone.
We can start with the safe zones, because I think it's the most obvious thing that you see in the background here.
At this moment, you will see in public test that this block is eating energy like cookies. I think the maximum range needs a big reactor, nuclear reactor. So you will need lots of power. And the zone chips is a new item which you can buy. You can only buy that item. You cannot make it, and you will need 1 per hour. So it's sort of, and there is a new mechanic for the building the safe zone block that you need 5 zone chips as a component. So if you want to try this block, it's sort of a high level block. You probably it's it's quite expensive to build and expensive to run.
Yeah, so here it is here, and you can access it from this this section here. And if I just zoom out here, and the main thing is that you're seeing here, this is not mine. This is an NPC faction outpost. So this is super exciting because we actually have the guy behind the EEM mod, the Enhanced Exploration mod, actually works here at Keen. So he was also assisting on this. So this is a planetary-based outpost, which you'll be able to find, and you'll be able to sell and trade at this outpost. There's also orbital outposts, and there's deep space outposts. I think that's right. There's the three types.
Space stations.
Okay.
Which are like closer to the center of the galaxy. And there are mining stations for the mining faction.
Oh, that's a good point actually. That this comes to the fact that there are three main types of factions.
Yeah,
You have the build. Yeah, you go.
Miners, which are like selling, buying ore and ingots. Then there are builders, which are selling the ships, actual ships, so you can buy a ship. And there are traders, which are selling, buying components from the player.
So this is actually a station where earlier I found this station and I came and landed here. I kind of filled the scene up for the intro screen here, but this is owned by the SOCT faction, which we can see, and it's actually, we'll be kind of jumping around a little bit here, but we'll get through all the stuff because you guys are going to get your hands on this Thursday at around 9 a.m. UTC. So in a couple of days' time, you guys are going to get it stuck into this and testing and give us all the feedback as possible. So because I've found this faction base here, let's actually find out who these guys are. So we come into the screen, you'll also see a new balance, which is of course the space credits, a new currency in game. And I guess now jumping back here, we can quickly spawn in some space credits so you can actually see the how one looks like. So there's actually physical money, and also you have it as a chip here as well. So we are having some like issues here. We'll have to just stick on with it here. Hold on a minute. It's probably dead now.
DDoS.
Yeah.
And we are back.
Yeah, sorry guys, you have to bear with us with this issues here. I don't know what's going on. We haven't had an issue like this for over a year now, ever since, well, nearly since we fixed it. So you just have to bear with us here. It's suspicious actually. I'm very suspicious about what's going on here. So we'll be pushing on here, going through the features, and yeah, we'll stick through. So if I open the faction menu here, we will now see a bunch of NPC factions, and these guys here are the Sovereign Cartel. Components, munitions, tools and fuel, you name it, become a partner for the best offers, we make it worth your while. We now see a global reputation bar, because this is part of the update as well, is a global reputation system between different factions. Do you want to go into that in a bit more detail here?
Well, first, probably if you can turn off do you have a creative mode?
Oh yeah, I have creative mode, yeah, sorry.
Turn off the creative mode. And now show the screen. Okay. So if you start, you will see lots of undiscovered factions, which are down, if you scroll down a little bit. And we have a lag again. And we are back. Okay. So when you start playing, you will see lots of undiscovered factions, and you actually have to find them, which are the yellow ones. And everyone starts with the neutral reputation, which is 0, and enemy for space pirates and space spiders. And there are like we said, there are three different type of factions. You can tell from description, what kind of type they are. And as you can see on the screen, there are new faction icons, so you can you have a logo for your faction. Okay. And actually we added the account balance even for the factions, so you can have money for your faction.
Should we create a faction then to start?
Yeah,
with?
create faction.
So let's create a faction here, and we'll call it Clan. I know it's so typical, right?
Keen.
Keen. Oh, that's a tag. Sorry, Keen Global Trading. I don't know. Global is probably universal. No, Keen Universal Trading, should I say, not global. Let's change that to cut. And we have the option now to design our own icons for this. So, for example, I can change the background color. I can change the colors of the icons as well. So let's have a say like, well, Keen is let's put a black background here, and then make and put like a red, maybe a red. Hold on, that's the icon here. This is what I wanted. There you go. So you have a mix of different ones here, which you can select. And I mean, it depends on what you're going to be prioritizing. Are you going to be prioritizing money? Are you going to be more like merchants? Who depends on what your function will be on the server, right? So there's a mix of different icons here for you to choose from and customize. So what do you reckon for the Keen universal traders?
Money.
Okay.
Money.
But talking money again, all the content that you see today will be free, guys. Like this economy, the main part of this upcoming thing is going to be free. So everything you see on today's stream and everything that you'll test this week will be for free. So just to clarify that, and you guys can probably repaste that in the chat as well, so you can get that up. So I'm just going to quickly decide here. Trading. Oh, is there one like with like cargo, or like? Oh, to be fair, I like something like that. Let's pick that one there. So that's going to be our cut faction there. So cut. Keen Universal Trading. And of course we can have the description and so on, and we can see how cut has a reputation to the different factions here that we've discovered. And of course there's other ones that we haven't discovered yet as well. And how do we know if they're like traders or miners or builders?
From the description you can like guess. Usually if they're selling ships they will tell you. Yeah, this one is builders. Yeah. This one is a trader. And actually the
drillers,
icons,
mystic drillers.
the icons and the names are different. Yeah. Sacred artisan.
Sacred artisans.
Yeah.
Cutting edge technologies bringing the best quality of shipyards, delivering competitive advantage to you over your competitors. Okay. So.
And you can, if you click on our faction, you can like deposit and withdraw. From the faction money. And
there's a logbook here as well, so I can see if any of the admins take out money. So I'm going to deposit a cool 1 million. Hold on, I have to type a minute. Oh, you just type it like that. Yeah, I'm going to deposit a cool 1 million space credits into our universal bank of the cut. And it's even got a little like. It actually sounds, because I haven't turned.
I don't.
The sounds are disabled right now, so. The main thing is I can see at 9th of July 1919 Zocli deposited 1 million space credits. So on the other way around, if I hit the withdraw button, I can take out 42,000. And then if we check that, boom, it will go out. Oh, it's just behind me here. You'll see you have taking out, putting in. So there's a logbook, so you can see if one of your commanders has stolen some money or whatever you like. So that's all there.
Okay.
The checking book. You got that cool space.
So it's more interesting. We did lots of small changes on this screen, so it's looking a little bit better. I think That's it.
Effing right now.
Yeah, there is a new filter.
1 second.
We are down.
It's unbelievable, actually, isn't it? Like it's happening again. Like we haven't had this, but it's. There we go. Come on, please. Okay, now we're back. Yeah, guys, let's see. We need to see some. I don't know what do we need in chat. We need something in chat. Let's just get like 10 seconds of spamming Clang, because I think we need the Overlord Clang to bless the stream, because to fight back against the DDoS, it's like Clang versus DDoS. You know, who's gonna win? But we'll stick with this. Right. Anyway, so you just repeat that last sentence you were saying about this.
There is a new filter.
Okay, yeah.
So you can like filter what kind of factions do you want to see. It's no.
Aha, here.
Yeah. So you can like see the factions and type of the factions.
So show me non-player. We have friends. No friends yet. I've got no friends, so it's okay.
Enemies.
No enemies. Neutrals.
Unknown.
Unknowns. Discovered. And to separate, so you know the player factions. That's also very good as well.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so I think that's all of the faction screen, right? But main thing is there, you've got NPC factions, you've got an overall faction balance, the global bank of space credits, which is again just behind me here, and also having your very own faction logo, which you can customize. So this is, let's just change that before we leave here. Let's go for a, hold on, let's go for a blue. Not that keen as blue, but there you go. So here we are inside one of the stations. Are we back on Steam on YouTube as well? Okay, good, fantastic. So here we are inside the station, and this is again, we can try and find, the store block. Now we open the store block here, and this particular seller, they're selling, doesn't look like they're selling ships because they are.
It's a trader.
It's a trader station, right? But for example, I could get myself an elite automatic rifle. Here, I've got 9 million here, so let's withdraw that. Oh, sorry, buy that. There we go. And you can also see what the station wants. So for example, the station might want to buy some of your things. So equally, you can sell the stuff that you have. And if you have a ship connected to the station via connector, you can also access your ship's inventory. Let me just see why that isn't working now. We should run back out here. I think it automatically disconnects after some time.
Automatically disconnects, yeah.
So where's my ship? Here's the ship. So if I, oh, my friend's in there, hold on. I was doing some replay tools. So if you lock this, you see the ship will be automatically unlocked in 15 minutes. So you have 15 minutes to take my character here, and actually we can buy things and put them directly into the storage of the ship that's connected. So let's go back to the store. I'll up my FOV as well. We got plenty more to show though, guys. So just bear with us here through this. Here we go. So now character inventory, and I can see all the inventories of the ships I've connected. So we have the hydrogen tank of the Kestrel, we have the small car container of the Kestrel, and the other one. So for example, I could go to hydrogen tank, and let's see, no, they haven't got any hydrogen, but if we were going to like a miner...
Yeah, you can buy hydrogen and oxygen from the station directly to the ship. Or to your suite, if you are like out of hydrogen.
It means that like they act as fuel stops without having to, you know, you can fly around and check the that kind of stuff.
And there is a new Datapad.
Yeah, so we'll buy one of these to show off this. There's another really cool, exciting feature here. So we'll buy that. I also need to withdraw some money because right now I have no. No, I know I do have money. It's fine. But I actually put that Datapad into the Kestrel here. So let's buy. Let me buy all the steel plates. 3 million space credits to buy all of this station steel plates. But it's okay, I don't really want that much. But we'll buy like 100 steel plates here and buy Ah, not enough space. Small, interesting. Okay, let's try 10. Revisit this. There we go. So now the small steel cargo of this. Check current inventory. Aha. And we can buy exactly what we need. You'll also see some of the other new items. We have new consumables coming. We have med kit and power kit, which allow you to boost your health and boost your energy on the go. We haven't got new models for them. The guys are working on that right now. So right now, the med kits and power kits are reusing the medical component and the battery component, but these will be getting their own models as well very shortly. So yeah, well, we can buy one of these as well. So we were saying here are the zone chips, and the zone chips are what are required to keep your safe zones active, but they cost a lot of money. So maybe you want to talk about how hard and how long it will keep to actually keep those things running, right?
One zone chip will keep it running for 1 hour.
Okay, so one zone chip is, so yeah, from this station, it'll be around, for a full day, you know, it's going to cost you, what, 2.5 million nearly to keep your safe zone on your base active.
Yeah, just remember that we can like tweak all these prices and settings based on your like feedback. So if we see that it's too expensive or too cheap, then we will change it.
Yeah, I mean, like it's still very early days, and this is why we're doing a public test, because for something as big as this, it's going to be really important that you guys feedback like crazy to make sure that everything is the right balance and so on. So now that we've purchased some stuff, let's open our inventory, and we have a couple of things here. Ignore these yet, but we'll open up the Datapad. So this was a Datapad that we bought from the station, and it says GPS rogue station, right click to read. We open this up, and we now have a way to share basically text documents in the game. So because I bought this one, this happens to give us coordinates for another base, which we can go out and find. So they used to visit a place, and then they always had some good deals. So there's actually a shop that we can visit if we take this coordinate here. So, we can even click it here. So we can just create GPS coordinate from this Datapad. Now we can reuse this now and call this shopping list, for example. And we can say, I need one superconductor, you know, I need one mining ship, I need hundreds, 1,000 million steel plates, and once I've created this shopping list, or whatever it can be a message to your friends, it can be a mysterious note. You can see it's updated as shopping list in the thing. And I can drop this on the floor. And you sit here, the moon gravity is obviously quite low, so it's dropping. And this is the Datapad, how it looks, the model. So you can leave these around, and then you can come up, pick it up. Sorry, Siri. Hit I, and there it is. So you can just pass these around to friends. So it's a really great way for actually people to yeah, either use themselves, but also use as a list for, yeah. So I'm really excited about this thing, because I feel like for scenarios, people can leave little secret messages around. And
so much potential.
So, yeah. Let's withdraw some money as well, like the actual physical cash, because how it works is, maybe you want to talk about like how it's like the...
I have just a digital account balance, so no one can like steal it, and we are done. No.
It's typical. Whenever you talk, Philip, it's like they don't like you. It's like the DDoS is like time to get.
I see. So you have a digital money, so no one can steal it. But if you want to make a pool of credits,
like a treasure trove,
then you can use this cashback feature.
So I've got some money here. So let's take out 1 million credits here.
No, you will. That's too much.
Oh, okay, all right. I guess it's weight, right?
Yeah, it's about weight.
How many range do you think?
1,000. Yeah.
So we'll take out 1,000 credits here, and you can now see we have 1,000 space credits into our inventory. So, and with this, you know, you want to be careful with this money, because I could be running around the station and oops, you know, right there, 1,000 space credits, boom. You know, like, you've got to be careful where you what you do with your money. Okay, well, I'm trying to find myself here through the station so I can have a look at the... Where am I? Oh, there I am. Trippy. What the... Sorry, guys. There I am. So you can see we have the space credits by my feet. Just quickly... This... I'm also going to turn the music on because the sound on, because we might be having some sounds in here. I'm not sure if there are any, but let's put some sounds on here so you guys can hear some of this. Right, so the other thing is, that's all the store I think done, right? Did you say?
Pretty much. We could maybe, if we find some builder faction, we could show the ships.
Okay, yes, let's do that actually. But while we're here, let's go to the second block that you'll find in most stations, and this is the contracts block. So we can open up the contracts block and we're welcomed with basically missions or quests where we'll be rewarded for doing these. So we have acquisition contracts, search contracts, hauling contracts, and we'll be rewarded for this with space credits. We can actually see the different types here. We have acquisition, bounty, escort, hauling, repair, and search.
So if I go
quests.
from the top one,
Yeah, go on
the
then.
acquisition is that you have to build something or some component or something and give them to it, give them this kind of amount. You get the reward in money and reputation. Then there is the next one is bounty. Bounty is special one. So if you are like really bad, means that
there's some of you out there, I know it'll be you.
you are like killing other players or harassing the NPC factions. You became a pirate, like friendly with space pirates or neutral with space pirates, and in that case all the NPC factions will like create a bounty on your head, and any player can like farm you and try to kill you. pretty much that. Then there is a escort contract. Escort contract that you have to defend a ship for some time before it like goes out to the hyperspace, and there are some attackers,
drones and stuff.
Drones and stuff which you have to like be careful. Howling contract is high level. Do we have any? Yeah,
super long. Look at the distances. It's crazy.
It's a high level contract.
Space truckers.
For the tracking stuff, and then these are packages which you saw in the video. Or
I'll show this now actually in a second.
So you have to take this package and deliver it to other station, which is friendly with this station. You get lots of reputation reward. But there is a collateral you have to pay. So if you lose it, then you lose the money and you get a negative reputation. So it's a like trade-off.
Okay, we're back again now. Yeah. So yeah, just if you missed that, guys, because we're keeping an eye on when it cuts out. So yeah, the collateral being that if you fail the contract,
yeah, you have to pay it if you accept the contract. Then you have to pay the collateral, and then you have to finish the mission, and you get back the collateral and the reward. If you don't finish it, then you are losing the collateral.
We can, if it's behind, hold on, let's go full screen a second. Let's see the buttons. We can abandon it at any time, but if we do that, we will we will lose all the collateral you paid, and you may lose some reputation in the process.
So no, and the next one. Show me the list.
Repair.
Yeah, repair. It's a simple repair mission that you get the position of some grid and you have to repair it. It's like from the very easy missions to quite complex repairing, and the last one is I think search. This one, the search can be tricky. You get the position, not exact position of some grid. And you have to find it.
And one of the things is with the, so you'll definitely find how some of the missions will take you many hours to complete, and some are quite easy, but that will affect your rewards and so on. And for these are the packages here, right? So it's just it's an item which you have in inventory, and you have to transport these. This is for hauling, right?
Yeah.
So when you select a hauling contract, you'll be given one of these packages, and then you have to get this package safely to somewhere else in the space there. So there we go. That's the other item.
And you can actually, if you press, I think default key is this one, comma, and so you can see active contracts anywhere.
So next to L key.
Yeah. Next to L key there is a new key bind for the active contracts.
So you can check your contracts on the go.
Yeah.
So what we should probably again, still got plenty to show here, but what we'll show is we'll jump. Well, I think this is my own store. So once you have your own store, you can see you unlock a new screen called administration, and this is of course, if you own this, it's where you can set up offers and orders. So either what you're selling or what you want to buy. So players can visit your safe zones, they can sell you stuff and so on. So you can totally set up the store, the price how you want. You can be a super good deal. You can be giving people stuff for like, pennies, or you can be really harsh and be really like scroungy and really, charging people super upmarket for these, overpriced. So it's totally up to you how you run your store here. So anything else you want to add to the kind of your personalized stores, or?
There's just one limitation, that you cannot just go below the minimal price for items.
Oh, okay.
Because of the this is a minimal price.
So okay, right.
Because of the economy system to protect it from collapsing.
Okay.
For new orders, it's pretty much not limited, and there is a listing fee and. Transaction fee for the offer. It's a listing fee and transaction fee from the price. So if you put some high, it's 2% and 3%. So 3 and 2.
You can see there.
And
stone is OP.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to sell some stones? You have a look. I know you guys love mining stones. Let's have a little look here.
I don't think this. Very small.
There you go. If you guys want to set up, set up a thing selling stone, you're not going to get so much money for it. So, another little thing.
Okay.
Very little value.
It is nothing, pretty much. Okay, so there is a
4
similar.
seconds.
And we are down. We are back.
Stone broke the stream. Yeah, so you can get some money for stone, but not much.
And there is a similar administration. There is this administration for the contract block too.
Let's go. Let's find this. I deleted it. Hold on. So we're in someone else's safe zone here, which is why I'm being a bit rebellious. But so here is the contracts block. And also, actually no, that's not there yet, so forget that. Oh no, it is. So with these screens, as always, if I edit this, you can change whatever you want. So large display, I can put text and images. Hold on, it's probably in black, right? Oh wait.
Yeah, nice.
There you go. So you can also display things, and both the keyboard and the main thing are functional. So if we open up the contracts block as one we own, we again have the ability to create contracts for our things, so people can visit us and take friends for friends or whatever. So, but not all of them.
Not all of them. Hauling, acquisition, search, and repair. These 4 you can create the contracts for other players.
So it's hauling, acquisition, search, and repair. Yeah. So I can say, okay, I want you guys. If you guys bring me, I'll pay you 1 million space credits, and you have to pay it up 100. You have to pay 10,000 up front. You have an hour. You have is this minutes or minutes?
Minutes, I think.
Okay, you have 1 hour to get me this. You can select the block. Oh, okay. Wait.
But you don't have the and a block.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh no! How do we do it? Hold on. Okay,
You don't have the block, but
60, and then yeah, I need missiles. I need missiles for the war. So bring me back 100 missiles, and I'll give you, this, and then I can do create, contract block. Oh, okay, that's the thing. Because we couldn't do that, right?
Yeah, without you need some block where to deliver it.
Of course, yeah, like a cargo container, but it's not my thing, so yeah.
The station is not yours. Okay.
So we'll answer some questions as well, guys, because I'm sure that there's so much. Once you get your hands on this, there's going to be so much feedback and so many things to say. But hopefully you guys are probably still processing some of the stuff that we're revealing now, but we definitely want to hear what you guys think. So I think maybe that's that. We can show the
store block, control block, safe zone block.
The safe zone block, probably. I have a safe zone block set up, I think, that I own. Let me see. Owner name. Let's see if I have one. Moon Drop Pod, Kestrel. Where's my... I had something set up somewhere on the Mars, but I probably can't find it now, to be honest. I had like a little base set up that I'd use for the trailer, but... Okay. Oh, okay. We'll forget it. We'll make a new one. So let's pick a crater here. This crater right here. We'll come down, and we're going to need to have a lot of power for these safe zones. So let's take a battery array, but you probably have something more significant for this. So I'm going to start on a battery and just make a wall of batteries here. This should keep my safe zone up for a little bit at least. Here is the safe zone. Of course, we can change some of the colors here. We can, of course, use the skinning process to do whatever we want. So we can have camo one if you want as well. I need to check that box. There we go. Oh no, I just deleted it. There we go. So you have like a blue camo shield safe zone block, should I say? Really nice model here though, done by our art team. Obviously there's a lot of art things in here, and the work they did in it is fantastic here. So I think I bought a zone chip earlier as well, didn't I? Yeah, I bought 2 zone chips. So I can come in here and access the safe zone. And I have to first go into the inventory of the safe zone and input 2 zone chips. And now if I go back to the control panel, you can see it's disabled right now and the input is nothing and there's 2 there. And please note that safe zones can be only enabled on stations. This is why they're not for defensive measures for ships. This is strictly mainly for trading and for having these central bases, and it will cost upkeep. If you ever play Medieval Engineers with the zones, with the ownership, it's similar to that. So you can't just like have a thing forever and just power. You have to keep them up with zone ships. So this is kind of the balancing that eventually, if you don't, if a faction doesn't keep its zone ships up and the power up, it could come down, then it'd be available for looting kind of things. This acts as an offline raiding kind of prevention as well. So we can enable the safe zone. It's initializing in 30 seconds here, and this is the initializing view. You can come out here, kind of see the effect it has, and already we have this new shader which you can kind of create this diffraction looking effect even on this one. So if we wait 30 seconds, you should see this will kick up into the full hexagonal pattern. And yes, these are conveyors. The back of the safe zone block has a conveyor, so you can make sure you can maybe try and get some automation in there as well. So, and there we go. It's booted online, and right now it's got no color, right? So if we change the time of day here as well, you can kind of see that it's pretty transparent, but you can see the effect that it's having on the stuff inside. It's creating this crazy kind of warpy effect. And if I turn it to night, and I've got the time of day. The main thing I'll keep stressing is, guys, is again this update, the content that you're seeing today, at least, is all free, and that balance is going to be a big thing here. So
energy critical.
So you can make it super transparent. I'm really hyped for using this as well in creative measures. Like I do a lot of racing and stuff, so having a nice looking safe zone is very exciting. But now let's give it a more interesting look here. Let's come over to the safe zone. And now it's initialized. We can see that we have the next upkeep is in 2 hours because it actually ingested those 2 chips, right? Interesting enough. So there was actually 2 it didn't take it one at a time. It takes all of them, right?
On start, yeah.
On the start of it, takes all the zone chips. There you go. We have a color thing here, so let's make this bright green. And now suddenly, the hexagonal patterns are more obvious. Change the time of day a little bit here, and you can change to whatever color you want. And then in the daytime, it kind of comes up with the green outline. As you get close, you see this. And zone chips can only be bought from NPC stations.
Yes.
You cannot create zone chips, and that is again part of the balance, because otherwise you just make an assembler and make a million zone chips and be done.
And same goes for the consumables actually. You cannot like create them, you have to buy them. So the power kit and med kit is only in NPC store.
Here you go, you can see that you have a mini one here as well. So you can make the safe zone, you can have your own little personal shield here. It costs us, no, well, the input, the zone chips are the same amount, so it will cost you the same to have a tiny zone, but the difference is you can see how the power changes the smaller we have it. If you have 10 meters safe zone, it's only 5 megawatts here, so there you go, I'm safe in there. Again, some people are asking, what can you do in safe zones? And that is entirely up to you. If we scroll down, we have what we can allow. I can allow damage or not, shooting, drilling, welding, grinding, building, voxel hands, allowing to lock landing gear, and the conversion to station. Because of course, this one means, of course, you could probably come into someone's safe zone, pinch their ship and go out, so that stops that. So again, what is limited in your safe zone with your chips is entirely up to you guys. Again, you can change the display on the screen here as well. So I think some of our CTG and moderators and devs are answering questions in chat, so thank you very much. Let's the maximum range, so to flip it up, is 500 meters, guys. But you can see the input goes up to 300 megawatts, and I think the upkeep's come down as well. It does affect the upkeep, because that was like, wasn't it? Huh? I swear that was 2 hours a second ago, but I'm not sure. It's for strange, but. Anyway, so that's the biggest, and let's make it like a kind of orangey pattern there, and that's pretty freaking massive here. I can't even see it from here. Wow. There you go, look at the size of that. That's basically the entire crater there. Look at the size of that! 300 megawatts, but you basically, if we zoom out here, you can see how big we are on Moon. I mean, you're going to be noticeable for a long way away until the render range. Let's come in here, and again with the shield effect, it can give you away here, but still, if you want to have a massive station protected by a safe zone and have the power to upkeep it, you can do just that. That's crazy. I didn't even know it was that big. That's actually mad.
Yeah, it's quite big.
You wouldn't? I'm not sure if you would like to have any bigger than that. Like that's. Oh my god. All right. Okay. Here we come then. Of course, you're noticing when you fly in, it's clear, and then you have that effect looking out. Let's make it smaller again, because I think my poor batteries here are going to run out very soon. Actually, definitely want to have a reactor or something on this. Let's bring that size right down, back to let's say like a 50 meters. So there we go. I want to fly a ship in. Let's take a. What was that ship I had from earlier? IMDC. Let's take that little one, the Kestrel. It's one of my new favourites. Should see an interesting effect when we fly in. Maybe it's more noticeable on the because you'll.
It's noticeable at night or some.
Should we try the aura?
Or different types. Not sure if you can like switch it.
Well, yeah, this is the same.
Aura should be there.
Yeah. So let's bring this down. Hold on. Hey. So there you go. You can have like an effect like that. Let's see when. Because this is the new tech that we have for these shaders, but with the hexagonal one, it wasn't so noticeable, was it? Because it was the gaps, right? But you see like this. And this also has some distortion. You can kind of see like when we're inside. If let me put something bigger in. Let me get like try the red. Let's try the pirate red here. Let's see if this will fit in. Okay, oh, it's quite. Okay. So we can kind of see here how the thing might, how the different textures distort them differently here. And then I'll change color one more time. And I think that's pretty much safe zones wrapped up, am I right? I think we've gone through the whole thing. Yeah, so you got on or off, you've got the input, the next. It's interesting the up keeps changing, and I do wonder if that is because
that's probably of the bug.
Or okay, right, but maybe it is the size, because it would make sense if the upkeep, if it was hungrier for zone chips, if it was much bigger, right? So maybe there is something you've got set there. Oh, and the filter, yeah, the last thing is like standard safe zones, configure filter. We can pick to whitelist or blacklist certain players. If I I'm going to get kicked out if I do that. So here we go. I can allow intergalactic prospectors inside. I can allow mystic zappers, maybe rogue alliance, and everyone who's not on that list will be banned pretty much. So everyone was thinking it was shields, and I guess as someone else said, in a way, because it is a type of shield, but it's not, because it is blocking things from happening. But like in the like mentality of the law, it's mainly as a way to prevent. It's
more like save zone, like the save zone is correct naming, right?
Yeah, no, it is correct naming. It's just it's why they're not for ships, right?
No,
it's really supposed to be for your base operations. It's blue. It can be whatever color you like. The safe zone can be colored as you wish. The standards. Standards. Oh, well, it's crashed. Modifiers. Oh, the shape setting. Yeah, good point. Aha, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you can have.
You can also choose.
Make it really small. I'll tell you what to do. Make it really small, like 5 meters, 10 meters. 10. Okay. Set it to cubicle. Okay. And now stand in the corner.
It seems to have reset it though.
Okay.
How do you make it small again? So let's try that again. And you can make it rectangular, whatever shape, like standard customizability here.
Okay.
And then
keep the color. I think that's okay. And stand in the corner. In the corner.
Okay.
And then now zoom out. A little bit closer to the block, so you are not like visible. A little bit closer.
Oh, okay.
And then zoom out.
Aha! It's gone. Disappearing act.
You're invisible.
So yeah, it's definitely up to you guys. Let me just make it just like, where's the height here? Set range of safe zone. Didn't say. Do you think this is height? Oh, what's that?
I think so.
Yeah, so if you want to have like a really specific shape here, but it looks kind of cool though. Let's switch it back to this one. Pretty works better. If you go down here and do no, not. Oh, hold on. I want to do back to default, and then do what's the tool one? This one. Oh, that's that. Oh god. Okay, it's the middle one. So not too much because it's pretty big here. Let's do 10. There we go. So now it's like some kind of like holographic skyscraper. So as you can see, there's a lot of fun you can have with this to make it just right for your particular needs. It can be a massive shipyard, it can be a small, it can be your own personal room, because I guess people could have a shared space station but then have their own private rooms which are locked, if you see what I mean, and then no one can mess with their stuff or whatever. Who knows, the potential for uses of this. Wow, that is weird.
Yeah. Invisible person.
So I think someone was saying we can go back to something else. So there's definitely some things we haven't shown yet, that's for sure. So you have to think now. Philip?
There's a
Oh, the shipbuilding.
shipbuilding. We can show them if you find some station, and I can talk about the. There is one more thing for the multiplier. There is a new UI for the trading between the players. So if you press F3 key, we are not in multiplayer. So
we can't do it. Yeah, but player-to-player trading.
There is a new button, trading, and it's like safe trading between players if they are close to each other, and they can sell whatever they have in inventory, and also they can sell a PCU to each other.
So interesting. Someone will like buy up all the PCU.
So someone can like buy PCU from other player if
the PCU king. Well, I guess it makes sense because some people are probably like they don't want big stuff. They can kind of have their humble beginnings. So some people want to be like the rulers of the server, and they can kind of like, hey, I'll give you this if you give me all your PCU. So.
Okay.
I'll go find. I just want to show you the transparent because the transparent is really nice. I think it's just the effect without the color, so you can make a kind of very subtle safe zone there. If you wanted to have something more subtle than the color, so
it does look like.
It does. It does look like water. That's right. Yeah, you went and said it, Philip. Yeah. Okay. So I'll go and find a shipbuilder NPC faction. Let's see. I mean, what's the best way to do this? Let's go to the planet. Like we've seen ones on the surface here. Let's go to
we
around.
Can cheat.
We can cheat and see them all actually. Hold on.
Just Shift F12. Go to gameplay. And press the
draw positions.
Yeah. And hide it.
So this is the connection of the world.
Those are all the stations which are in the world.
And these red ones, can you explain the colours, I guess?
The red ones are mining stations, the purple ones are deep space stations, then there are blue ones which are orbital stations, and the green ones are space stations, and there are yellow on the planets which are outposts.
Yeah, the deep space ones are crazy. Like I tried to get there the other day, and you need a jump drive. Like it's like hundreds of thousands of kilometers away, and it's a long trip to make. There you go.
And the number of stations pretty much depends on the size of the planet and actually the number of factions. You can have up to 100 factions at this moment in public test, so you can like try it. And that will be lots of stations around the.
So we have to find which ones are shipbuilders actually. I don't know them yet, so I have to kind of guess here. Let's run around. Please be right. C.
No.
You
can guess it from the.
We can buy hydrogen auction here, so this could be like a gas stop. Yeah. We could reply. These are drillers, right? Okay, so let's carry on our search. That's that orbital station there. Let's find. How about this one? Let's see. Got lucky here. Can you raid stations? I guess the NPC ones probably not because they have. No. But player ones, if they don't have their upkeep and they don't have the power and their zone chips, then sure.
Yeah, NPC stations are protected by Savior.
Aha!
On this one.
Here we go. So we found ourselves the builders, and here we can bring our hard-earned cash and actually buy ships, including the old rust bucket there. So. We can see different prices here. We can refresh it to see if anything changed. Yes, there we go. Turtle Miner, compact space mining craft with industrial cockpit, cargo capacity can easily be upgraded, bottom connector. We've got the J-class courier. We've got the B9, that looks pretty nice. We've got compact hauler capable of interplanetary flights. The B980 is equipped with a large cargo container bottom and rear. Okay, so it can capable of carrying small vehicles and is often converted into a mining vessel. I think that's the biggest one, right? This is the biggest. 136 million. We haven't got enough of that.
The biggest is a red ship cruiser.
The red. 400,000. Woohoo! Fast space cruising vessel with jump capability. Features living area, small loading bay, rear landing deck, 2 Gatling turrets, reinforced bow, multiple mount points for additional defense and high acceleration. Look at that. Beautiful. So what we'll do is, we'll first buy something light. Let's get this Iron Light Scout here. I've got the money for this. So we hit buy. Disappears. There's only one in stock here. And now, Let me just hide this. Let me just hide all this stuff for a second. We can get it when you.
No, you cannot hide.
Ah, okay, it's bugged. Okay, right. So
it's a developed stuff.
Okay, yeah. So ignore the lines, guys. So we're outside again.
You should see the GPS.
Where's our friend?
Yeah.
Here it is. So it will spawn somewhere within the safe zone, depending. So there we go. And we have our ship. We've just bought, and we could obviously. What's so great about this is you have multiple ways to make money. Like you can just mine loads of resources and sell it. You can build, like you don't have to build. You don't have to. There's a number of ways to actually make ships now. You don't have to be good at building ships. So there we go. And we can take this light scout there. So the next thing I want to show is I need some more money, and I'm lazy right now. So we'll take this opportunity to show the new admin screens, which have been adjusted for economy. So a couple of additions here. We have ignore safe zones, so admins can fly into any safe zone, whatever. And a big one, big ask that admins have had is for admins to ignore PCU limits. So admins can now break those rules and paste whatever they want, and that's actually been a massive request. So that's also a nice addition to this screen. We'll go down to the trash removal settings, because I believe this is new, right?
There are new features on the other tab.
Isn't the voxels?
Voxels is that's old.
That's old. Okay.
The other one is there are new features on that one. I'm down again.
Yeah,
maybe
it is you.
It's me. Every time I start speaking, it's me. And we are back.
Seems YouTube's really. I don't know. Is YouTube working, guys? By the way, because all I'm noticing is okay. We're back now. Okay. So this is the new one, right?
This is a new one, and the new stuff is AFK timeout. So finally we can like kick players who are actually not playing on our servers. Then there is a stop grid period that if someone leaves the ship or running for with some velocity, it will stop it. And there is a cleaner for identities. So these are like tools which we needed for the administration of our servers. So that's pretty much it. And we like overview all the trash removal stuff and test it if everything is working and not cleaning up too much. And the the economy is the new thing.
Get rich quick.
Yeah, you can give yourself money.
If only it was easy in real life. Look at that. Give myself a cool. What is that?
That's too much. Less.
Okay. Sorry. That
10. Okay.
10 million. That's. We'll go with this. So I can change this, and now I have. Okay, done it again. Easy. And also we can change the overall balance, not just players, but also factions as well.
Factions,
so I can give the Space Pirates or my own faction a bunch of money as well. So that's all up to the admins. But I don't know why you'd want to.
Yeah, you can change money to anyone.
Everyone is changing reputation, so I can select me. And
this mostly for testing, but yeah, you can just change your reputation to some.
So again, won't be used so much, but it could. If the server admins who have to do all kinds of stuff, it will definitely be useful. Actually, that reminds me. Okay, let's do this. If you see any questions, man, you can just. There's probably quite a lot there. So
do you want to buy something?
Yeah, I was going to quickly buy buy something bigger, right? So pretend that I've saved up for weeks to buy a beautiful ship built by Aragath, because of course all these have been made by our beautiful level designer. He's a beautiful person as well, so you know. Let's take which one to buy. Philip, do you want to buy the Red Cruiser, or do you want to start with maybe like the Freighter or something? Maybe the Freighter. Let's have a look at the Freighter then. So the Freighter's out the store, and we can go outside. See our newly purchased Freighter. With all this, with all the cargo we can buy with this now. So let's in fact go over here and dock up our Freighter as well. And what we'll do is I can show how we can buy things into our. Oh, do you want to mention about the reputation system, about how that works and how you, like, how if you buy from someone, it will affect this and so on. Like how the reputation system works throughout the whole system.
So there is a reputation between factions. So if you do some contract for one faction and you are like friend with that faction, you can become the enemy with the other. And you have to like observe what faction is friendly with who. And there is a 1,000 points in each level. And there are 3 levels. Enemy. Hey, it's me. Someone is waiting for me to start.
I feel like
speaking.
I really feel that's what it is. You think about it. I think how many times it's cut out.
Yeah.
We should look back on
I
that.
will not speculate who, but you can try. Like, I will start speaking and it goes down.
Yeah. I think you're right, Xen. We're almost there. Come on. Just like get fed up a bit in a while, after some time. So. It's good Aragaf built like sticky outy connectors for all these things. So like no, I'm not gonna. I think I'm not gonna reach this. I'm gonna have to go inside.
Maybe you have a connector from back?
No, I can fit in like this. Oh man. 12% of our stream has been this apparently. 12% drop frames. Oh, we're back. Hello. All right. We're almost there. We're getting through it. Like, I know it's like 10 minutes and then down, 10 minutes back, 10 minutes there, but we're just going to get through all the features, guys, and then that'll be pretty much wrapped up. So what we'll do is finally here is we've taken that ship that we just bought, and all the ships have been nicely designed by Aragath to actually allow you to dock up with them, either with a bigger ship or with on the fighter on the bays here with fighters. So let me just dock this. It's always really hard to dock this, Philip. This is why we need like a docking camera. There we go.
Second.
There we go. So we got yellow, and now we've docked up our newly bought ship with this. Can you guys can the mods just post in chat to move over to Twitch? I think because I don't know what else to do with YouTube. Sorry, what else to do with YouTube? Yeah, I'm not sure. YouTube seems to be having problems today, more so than Twitch. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, so we docked up. Stable. Of course, we can dock our fighters. It's why it's important to make sure that you have 60 FPS. You have like connectors on your vessels, right? So if you come in here, have some money. Store. Do they have any items? Oh, they just sell ships here. I was hoping they might sell.
Sometimes there are some items, but looks like not at this time.
Yeah, it's a mix. I've been to ones that have like items and ships. This one just sells ships. But what do they want? Do they have anything that I can sell them? I can cheat, can't I? The main thing is, guys, you can select here the large car containers of that large vessel, so you can dock up your mining ship and sell your resources directly into that NPC station or player-owned station, and you can also buy directly. There's no like transfers. This is also the really kind of cool thing here. We'll buy one more ship just to show you. Let's buy the small. It's quite expensive. 50,000. 50,000 for that. Okay, all right.
51 million.
Lives on. And do you have enough money? I've got plenty still. I'm gonna buy the Red Cruiser as well. There we go. We've bought all the ships in the station. If anyone, how often does it take to refill them? Because they're builders, right? There's some
20 minutes.
Okay, so will that be like a random ship or 20 minutes for that specific ship?
sort of random.
So what it kind of shows is that if you work your way up with money, you can just quickly come and buy like an armada for you to go fight with. So here we got the classic yellow here. I love how it's banged up as well. It comes ready, ready damaged, just like the old days. I mean, I guess it's like a second-hand ship here. So yeah.
But this has like a refinery.
Yeah, it's a good ship. It's a good ship. Like, of course, the starter ships now have less, but these days this is actually a decent ship because it has the high-end refinery and high-end assembler. Of course, we bought our top-of-the-line space red cruiser, which we can go 50 million for this. All right then. So I think one other thing I want to do is show like a planetary station because you can buy rovers and stuff there. So let's go down there. I do love that effect though. I guess maybe what I'm doing. So what do you guys think of this so far then? That's what I'll ask you. How do I word this? Yeah, just one word to describe not today's stream because the stream's been dodgy, but the content and what's going to be tested this week. I'm kind of curious to know your feelings. Cool. Interesting. I mean, I'm sure there's like we've been doing a lot of testing internally with our CTG, but now the idea, this is why we're doing a public test and not just dropping it out. So this Thursday, guys, 9 a.m. UTC, you guys will be, so like, what is that, like 36 hours? So 36 hours, you'll be able to get your hands on this and actually jump in and play and see how it works. So let's just get down to the planet and find a planetary station. Is there one on the Alpine areas maybe? This would be quite nice. How about this one here? Oh, I just copied the ship. Oh no, this one can't fly. Oh. Alright, well. Yeah.
Destroy it.
Well, let's just crash outside then. Let's crash outside the safe zone and like, hey, I've arrived. Okay, yo! So, I need a new ship. Let's go and see what this is. They might not be ship makers, so we don't know yet. Can you tell from the outside, or is it an
No. Oh, you can tell from the name. Sort of, if you remember.
RVSR.
So if you check the faction list, you could tell.
Revolutionary sappers. No, oars. Okay, they're just miners. Okay. Okay. Let's try and find another one then, because I want to show you guys the... What's this one here?
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's the same one, isn't it? So they're not going to be as RSVR. And sometimes you'll get lucky with where you spawn. Aragath was telling me he spawned like 40 meters from a base, right? So you can just, get some easy stuff. But then sometimes you might be quite far away from a station. I don't think that's one. 400 mil down the drain. It's true. Don't. You got to be careful with your stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm just gonna go in and see, get lucky. Please. Yes, cool. Nice. So we found another ship seller. You can see some similar ships here. They've got, but only ones that work in atmosphere, right? Yeah. They won't sell you the Red Cruiser here, for example. So we see atmospheric ships, patrol craft, we see scout buggies, we see Lunar Scout. So I'm gonna take out my favorite actually, the Lunar Scout Mark IV. I can buy this.
Not enough IPs.
I'm not going to
remove some grids.
Wait.
Remove some grids.
Oh, PZU, not money. Okay. I have that big ship there, so wait. Buy owner. Get rid of the pirate cruiser. I have two red cruisers. I had the one that I cheated in and the one that I bought. So that didn't help. Okay, let's try that again. Lunar Scout. There we go. So I bought a Lunar Scout. I'll buy myself a cursor as well. Buy myself a Scout Rover and this patrol craft as well. I'm feeling like I should have some tasty ships. So it's quite cool is if you start out on the planet, you might be able to work your way and buy a vehicle rather than build one, because you might be able to get stuff early. So here we go. My vehicles are waiting for me outside, and what I might do is make another save this. And do I have to restart the game to get rid of the debug, or just to get rid of the debug lines? Do I have to restart the game, or just the
restart?
The whole game, or just the?
I think just manual would be.
Okay, we'll get rid of those lines for a second here, guys, because that was just that dev things to see the connections, right? Right, let's see if that fixed it. We're getting through it now. Like, this has been worked on for a long time. Again, Philip has led the charge here with a lot of help from obviously many people. Again, Aragath has done all the kind of in-game level design stuff. As I already mentioned, we work with Leonsa GT, who works at Keen, and he did the enhanced exploration mods. So lots of ideas from that we kind of looked at, and he fed back into the team, and there was things that he wanted to do and put this in here as well. So there we go. Lines are gone. We're on our safe zone of the NPC faction, the FCAT, and we've just bought our brand new Lunar Scout, which we can go out and explore. Yeah, sorry guys, we'll actually get to the questions. Unless Philip wants to answer them right now as I'm showing this, we can have some question and answer time at the very end of the stream, once I've shown everything, and then you guys can have the full picture of what this is. So I really think we're getting through it now. I don't know if there's any...
Fuel critical.
We probably should add something so people know that contains, because what I was thinking is, as someone mentioned, that has... Oh no, because anyone can use the cockpits, right? So the main thing is, even if you don't have the decorative DLC, remember you can still use the items. So you can buy that rover with the industrial cockpit, still use it, you just can't...
repair it. No,
you can't build it, for example. So it's a way for you actually to, even if you don't own the DLC, you can actually still use the items. So
I like this orange car, the small one.
Oh, the little, where is that? The little racer, yeah.
This one is cool.
What we got in again? What music we got right now? Oh, okay, let's put some game music on as well.
Will the admin save zones get customization settings like the new ones? Yes. If there is any mode API, yeah, there is mode API for credits, like account balance, mode API for contracts, and for stock.
What I'll also do is do some of these contracts, because I haven't actually shown accepting a contract and going to do it. So let me show you guys how some of the contracts work. Actually, right after I buy a yes. So medkit. We were talking about the consumables, right? We have medkits and power kits. I can't buy them here. So if I turn off creative mode for a start, turn off. If I probably just injure myself, not kill myself. Let's see. Try a little bit more. Sorry, Philip, you can carry on now. Just see. It's actually quite tough, this dude. Okay, right. So we've lost like 30% of our health. If I come in here, and if I right-click medkit,
yes,
and it's given me 25% of my health. So I think this is actually another reason why you might not even want to have auto. We have this auto heal. Mm-hmm. I feel like now that we have medkits that you can buy, more servers can actually disable could actually disable the auto heal. And then you have to make sure you're equipped with med kits on you to boost your health when out and about. So yeah, let's go in here and see what contracts we have. And I'll leave Philip to keep answering questions here. Okay, so yeah, the contracts. We're not going to do a hauling one. Haulings take forever, so let's do. I actually wanted to do a escort one. They're always fun. We'll do a simple one. Search 20 minutes. Let's do a search one, so we can see here. You can now, when we're out and about, press the colon key to bring up our active contracts, and then on the HUD now.
The orange one.
We have last location of the ship. And remember, guys, you guys can make your own contracts as well. So players can set contracts for their allies or friends. So I'm going to cheat this, of course, because it's for limited time. But say you'd fly over here. You're looking out for this location. So we approach. Okay, so some of them are more spread out. Like this seems quite. Is this an easy one? No. Okay, so
that was a bush.
It's a bush, yes.
So it's somewhere around.
Yeah. So we have the rough area, and now we have to search.
Oh, this will be. You just picked probably the hard one.
The hard one.
Yeah,
right?
because it's on slope. So if it can like go away from you.
I need to. So again, this case
it will be tricky to find it.
Oh, okay, chat. I need your help here. We're looking for some kind of something. I've done them before. I know they're quite small, can't they? They're often.
They are small grids, but yeah, this terrain will be tricky.
On the left. Hold on. Which left?
Or you can cheat. There is entity list.
No. Give it a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, you can.
Hold on. Wait. Oh, bush.
No, bush. It's actually.
Do you think it's rolled down the hill?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Hey, Shaq, how you doing, man? YouTube's unfortunately, it was fine earlier, but we've had some interesting internet issues today, and yeah, it hasn't been. Oh, found it.
You found it?
Yeah. Luckily, I think it must have been bleeping.
Ah, yeah, because it's a. Yeah.
So and that's it.
Yeah.
We just found it. Basically, when you find something, it just disappears, right?
Yeah,
and
it exploded to other dimension.
Other dimension, yeah. So we found it, and then if we go to the colon key, we can bring up, and it automatically accepts it as well. So you get paid automatically.
Yes.
Because some of the ones you have to.
Some of them you have to return back to some station, but this one it will automatically.
Where was I at? Oh, here's my save. The search one you don't have to bring. Like some of the ones you have to take back to the station. Let's go see what else they've got here. Okay, acquisition. So this is just pretty standard. So you could actually have your own base, and you could be making displays. And if you just at your base create 467 displays, you'll get these credits. One thing that makes me curious, Philip, is could you go somewhere and potentially buy displays?
Yes, you can.
For maybe it will cost you 100,000, but you'll make double your money by selling by completing this quest.
Not double, but you can get some, like 10%, 15% from that payment. Okay. So it would be faster, but you will not get all the money. Or you can build displays in assembler, and then you get the full payment. Okay.
So these are kind of obvious. Let's do one hauling one, but you can see the distance. The hauling, at least at the moment, are pretty. Oh, that one's not too bad. That's 5,000 kilometers as opposed to 20,000. So we can. I'll keep searching, but I can just do this and filter for hauling. There we go. We got. Oh, that's good. There we go. Easy. I've never seen that one. 93 kilometers, 24 minutes roughly. Oh, that's 24 minutes to do it, right? No.
To do it.
To do it. Yeah. Hauling. Let's do another hauling as well. That's way too long. Oh my god. No, let's do that one. But the hauling ones, you need a jump drive. So hauling are kind of more end game stuff. So let's see. me just, okay, I'm fast tracking here, guys. Of course, I keep reiterating it, but there's going to be a lot of balance to be doing here, guys. So please do, when you get your hands on this on Thursday, you know, please let us know. So here we've got, I've been given a package. It's kind of crazy because I have many packages now because from when I hacked them in earlier. But I would have been given a package by accepting those 2 missions, or 2 packages. And then this one is actually traveling to another planetary outpost. We have deliver package here. And this is really, you pay this kind of collateral fee. And this is something you have to make there. So this is kind of this way that if you don't make there, if you get, you know, killed or your ship gets blown up and you lose that package, you'll fail that mission. So here we go, deliver package. We've arrived at another FCAT station. We come in, of course. And then you go here to finish it, right? So once you've come to the station that you want, finish, and we've got 10 reputation with these guys and 93,000 space credits. There you go. So if I do factions now, have a look at FCAT, you'll see we now have plus 15 with these guys because we've been working with them. Now we haven't actually got we have got a faction. Let me just go show some. Let me just actually change it a little bit here so we can show people. Right, let's do. I'm gonna make a new faction, but we're converting to the warriors. Oh God. Warriors of Clang. Let's go here. Change our background to something fiery.
Fuel critical.
And darker. Icon can be. Icon can be. What's the Clang icon? Do you think, Philip?
Explosion.
Do we have?
Can be spider.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of demonic, isn't it? What's it called again? Warriors of Clang. So it makes it sound like it might be maybe this. Oh, that's welding. Tough one, actually. Which is the best? Oh, welding bros. Okay, there we go. So it's updated there.
So, if there are any questions?
Now, there's one question, actually, that was coming up, and is about the ability to sell ships, because I see lots of questions about it. So, currently, you're not able to sell ships in the store as the NPC factions do, and there's a number of reasons of that. I'm not sure if you want to summarize the current reasons for this.
Well, there are reasons. We try to think about some way how to do it. So at this moment it's not in this build. Only NPC can sell the ships. VST support for this update. No, there is no new methods for VST, I think. If you are starting new game, guys, then the economy is enabled only in Star System Custom World. So if you want to try it, then Star System Custom World is your starting point. And if you want to try it for the old worlds, then there is a checkbox for the session, for the world settings.
I wonder if, I was thinking, Aragath, if I set it to public, could you join me out of interest? Because I could actually showcase the player-to-player trading that we have. Okay, I'm going to one of these. This is a station orbiting the alien planet here. And that's we keep also, guys. The main thing is the fact this update isn't. It's not like in a release state, else you'd be releasing it. The reason we're doing the public test is so that we can get all your feedback from it. Like there could be some of it could be quality of life. We could find that some things don't quite work. So like obviously see the update for what it is, but in a way, please, I guess kind of think that actually a lot can be adjusted and tweaked once we have a couple thousand people playing it, you know. Suddenly when you start testing on a big server on a mass scale, you find out that things don't always work how you expect. So we've been doing lots of testing already, but you know, so about the faction standing, I think it affects costs, prices, right?
Yeah, if you are friendly, you get some bonuses.
I
Like
think
more friendly than up to several percent on prices on that station. So it's good if you have some friendly faction, so you can like trade with them and make money. It's one of the styles you can play.
so. It's a different station here. I'm not sure how many stations. I'm not sure if Aragaf is if it's a secret number. Like how many different types of like stations there
I
are.
think there is 20 different stations at this moment.
Okay, I mean again, that's something that can easily be added to in the future and readdressed. But as of this, the update that you guys will get your hands on, there are 20 of these stations. So, hold on a minute. Where is this block? Gotta find my way around. Oh no, that's the bridge. Hold on. Aha. So I come to the contracts. I'm gonna get 300,000 for this contract. That's pretty good. Finish. There we go.
Are the station purchases generated? Yes, they are generated.
Fuel critical.
Power kit. I'll buy some power kits as well. That's a good point. Let's buy 42. Oh no, that's too many. 42 power kits. And I'll get myself a nicer grinder as well. Do you have any elite tools here? Okay.
And if you have an old ward and if you enable economy, then it will like spawn the stations too.
And is this the power kit, by the way, Philip? Is it 25% as well?
Yes, I think
Yeah,
for
so-
the energy. Yeah.
So you guys see that we're right on 69 energy. If I right click and use this power kit, bloop, 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 93. There we go. So again, it's a one use kind of like kind of boost.
And maybe he
Double A
just,
battery.
like eating the battery actually.
Well, I mean, we discussed like Clan Cola, didn't we? Clan Cola or something, but we decided like make it more clear what it is, like, you know, power kit, med kit, so on.
Okay.
So I'm going to open this up so we can do the player-to-player trading, so Aragaf can join us here.
Okay, the store. If you have negative reputation with the faction, they will not trade with you. So you cannot use the store block or contract block. Only neutral or friendly station and faction will talk to you.
Someone was asking as well about the prices changing. The prices do fluctuate, don't they?
The
global
prices
economy.
go down, up and down based on the demand.
Supply and demand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's trying to find this equilibrium point, economy stuff.
So I guess you'll find if someone's buying up all the missiles and suddenly missile costs are skyrocketed, you might want to start worrying. But then of course you can just build. Nothing's stopping you from playing the game as you have done for years, right? You can totally just ignore all the NPC stations, all the safe zones, all your friends' stores and stuff, and just carry on as normal. The point with this is it gives you an optional way to interact with other players, to sell to other players. It's different ways to progress and through the game, as well as kind of challenge with some of these contracts and so on.
And then there was a question if the stations spawn on modded planets. Yes, they do. And if you have some special planet and you want to like avoid spawning on some voxel, you can filter the stations from that voxel or the voxel type. If you grind down the story, you cannot get the stuff in. Nothing will like pop from it, only if there is something in inventory.
Okay. So I'm waiting. Aragath, you good, Aragath? No, sure. Yeah, Aragath, you can join, man. Or anyone who's in CDG, if you want to join and just like help me showcase some stuff. This mesh you're seeing is, I was taking the kind of teasers for the space credits and some of the items here, the Datapad.
There's a question about unsupported stations.
Go ahead, man. Yeah.
Yeah, the unsupported station feature was changed probably like 2 years ago, so it's not about the static grids in space anymore. It's about if you separate one grid, like if you make from one grid 2 grids, it means that the unsupported station will stay static or not. So it's nothing to do with the grids in space.
I'm just playing around here, showing the Datapad editor again. 1,000 characters. So who would it be? Yeah, probably.
Will we be able to have trade stations spawn on modded planets? Yes, I already said that. Datapads is just simple item where you can set the title and the content, and that's it. So you can put some text in it and you can give it to someone.
So this is it. Like I could come to some station, and if the guys jump in, if they can, I can be like, you know, hey, these guys have been whatever reasons. You can just say like, you know, there we go.
Yes, 1,000 characters is too low, but there is a issue with the Datapad UI, so that's why it's limited at this moment. It's no known issue. So we will try to like make it bigger.
Oh, there's a datapad inside the...
Yeah. If you spawn, there is a one datapad inside the cockpit.
That's really good, actually. That's massive, because I was always thinking when I started playing the game, the first time I did economy, I was like, how do I start? Like, how do I find a station? So that's actually really nice that it gives you one to start with. So I can see here. Some merchant keeps bragging about some really good deals at the station to be visiting. I can just create the GPS marker, and that's added. And if I was just joining a server, it would give me one. So does it give you the closest, a random one? How does that work?
Closest.
Okay, the closest
station.
Well, I'm not sure. I've had loads now, but yeah.
5 for this one probably. You can turn on economy on existing wards. You don't need to wipe.
You can't see me in. Oh, okay. So apparently Aragath can't see me online. Is it Tuesday? No. It is Tuesday today. Maybe there is some Steam thing. Are you on the latest version, Aragath? I mean, I am, but I can try restarting the game. Let me put it on public and see if that fixes it. If not, I'll try and restart my game, man.
Can you get reputation without accepting contract? No, you cannot.
If you attack, though, you get negative, right?
You can get negative, yes. Yeah, if you grind stuff. But positive, not. There is no sharing of the contracts between the players. We felt like there is some missing concept of the groups in Space Engineers, and it was a little bit out of scope to add that feature.
When you exit the game, guys, you will be greeted with a feedback form, right? So it's just questions like, you know, how did you find it? Did you like this? Did you like that? And amounts. And I think there's some parts where you can basically put your, you know, what you like to see or something, right? Like general feedback, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So please make sure that you fill out that form, because that we always go through those ones. It's quite a interesting process going through that. But obviously, feedback on Discords and various places can work if we pick it up. But that feedback form that you'll be greeted with at the end of the game, that will be gone through methodically. So really put down all of the stuff, and we'll quickly see what is the best things, what are the more frustrating things maybe, and what we can change for future tests. Because I think, not confirmed, but there's a good chance that we'll do this test this Thursday for that day, and then go back, see what you guys have said, and then make some changes, and then do another test. So you can almost be sure there'll be multiple tests of this in between feedback gathering, you see what I mean? So, there's a ship here. Oh, this is where I started, actually. Amazing. This is actually the place this is where we started the stream at. Again, we're kind of going around in circles now, but I can show again how you can create your own contracts if you own the blocks, and how, if it's your own store, you can create your own store as well, and you can, set up things you want to buy instead of things you want to sell at your store, and the prices and the transaction fees and all the rest of it. So yeah, so I think we can really focus now on questions, because I'm pretty sure we've gone through.
Yeah, a few more questions, and then probably.
Yeah, you should probably go to bed. Not bed, but yeah, it's been a long day.
So reputation is player based. It's per person. So.
See, Aragath invited me to play his game. Let's see, Aragath, where are you? Can you invite me again, Aragath?
Yeah, there is a base amount of credits which you have on start. I think it's 1,000 at this moment, which is nothing pretty much. NPCs will not buy from player store. Only players.
No energy.
So did you find
what's that?
Aragath?
No, I was waiting for him to invite me to his game. I don't see. The weird thing is, I'm not just getting. I'm signed out of friends. That's why my Steam was down, Aragath. Sorry, man. Okay, let's try that again then. If I back out of this, open up to friends here, and then you should be able to join us, because my friends list was for some reason disabled or something. Let's try again. Should work now. Okay, got a question. If you have a player shop, are the credits wired to you or physically item? They're always
to the owner of the block. So not physical item, but the digital account, or how to call it. So to your player.
Let's see, does that work, Aragath? Nope. Public test code not yet. Sprite 36 hours. Oh, and you can be friends with the pirates, can't you, as well?
Yeah, you can be friend with the pirates, and they have stations too.
Oh, hang on, what's this here from Aragath? Right, let's try this. Oh, it didn't work. I'm gonna restart my entire game and see if that fixes it. So Aragath, if you can invite me to play your game now, I will try loading the game up from when you.
What is the purpose of transactional listing fee? It's like classic economy sync, and a little bit of protection, so the players don't list items for few millions or billions, some crazy amounts of credits.
Oh. Okay. Aragaf. Can you sell datapads that contain, for example, GPS for asteroids or GPS of other players? Or are they wiped as soon as I sell them? I think you can sell specific
You can
ones,
sell, yeah.
Yeah. You can sell the secret codes to the, the nukes or something. Alright, let's try that, Aragaf. Last try, but because it'd be great to show. That's the only thing we haven't shown, I don't think, is the player-to-player trading. I don't think I've seen it either. I haven't seen the screen how it looks, so I'm kind of curious now.
It's a new UI, just window.
Looking at, do the stations also create new items with the help of refinery assembler after you provide them raw materials? I guess it's automatic, right?
This is automatic, yeah. To avoid any performance issues. Factions does not earn credits.
There he is.
Only players.
I see Aragaf join the game. But I just love the fact that I can come in here and dock with this. The badges on the loading screen, these are all the badges. This is Deluxe Edition, if you own the Deluxe Edition. This is if you complete Learning to Survive. This is the Decorative Pack, and this is the Style Pack DLC. So you just basically collect the badges if you own these things, right? Keep the questions coming. So there you go, right. I'll give you Aragaf full commands. Hopefully Aragaf can come here and hack what he likes. And you can also have safe zones within safe zones, guys. So like you can create a safe zone. Like you can have I'm not sure how that works if they're like inside one another, but I know you can like have a continuous like caterpillar of safe zones as well. Let's see if I can do it here. If I hack myself some zone chips. I'll give myself 10 zone chips. Oh, we haven't shown zone chips either, what they look like. Okay, let's initializing. We'll make it really small. We'll make it and bright like this.
I'm not sure how much cargo crate has health.
Aragaf's here, finally enough.
But yeah, you can like destroy it like any other item.
There we go. So if I hit the F3 screen, oh no, he did it before.
No,
Do you want to trade with Aragaf?
Yes.
Yes. Aha! And here we go. I have my. Let me just go full screen here for this. Oh, he cancelled it. Hold on. Oh, what? He went to. Maybe if you move too far away.
Yeah, it was too far.
Okay, I see. So if I come here, I can click on his name and click. Oh, he's beat me to it. Trade, and then I can give him these packages, I guess. Which
then you have to submit offer.
I'll give him. Can I give him some money as well?
Yeah, then he's giving you money, so.
Oh, okay. Right. So submit offer.
And accept.
And he has to accept it. Oh no.
Yeah. And he has to accept, and that's it.
There you go. I have an extra welder. I always need an extra welder. So let's see here. Let me get some good stuff. Let me give him some data pads. Look at this here. We get data pads. I will say the Datapad love letter, okay? To Aragaf, you make beautiful ships. Love Zoc. There we go. So I have this here somewhere. There's the love letter there. Love letter. Where is he? Oh, he's ran off. Doesn't want my love letters. I can try see if I F3 this. Oh, yeah, what's the range for trading?
I think 5 meters, 10 meters or something.
Aragaf, where are you? Don't run from me. Okay, let me give you my gift. Aha. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. Okay. Waiting. This is what it looks like. So it's waiting. And I can find. There probably should be a tooltip there, right? I don't know which one's a love letter, so.
That one.
I'll give you all of them, Aragaf.
All of them.
Yeah, and I'll also give you some love money, I guess. Take a cool 1 million. Small sum of 1 million space credits. You don't I don't owe anything from you, Joachim. Just take it all. Oh, okay. There we go.
You cannot sell your own ship. At this moment, it's not in the game. Only NPC can sell the ships. Taxes, no, but the transaction fee and listing fee is sort of tax, right? The Saison render tech is just different type of material, so anyone can use it, even the modders. You cannot see the prices remotely for the NPC stations. You have to be at the store block.
I'll give all these dudes. Philip, do you know though if the safe zones does the smaller ones? Do you know how the hierarchy is? So I mean, like if this safe zone here says no building, for example, but in this one it is building, will it take the bigger one or the smaller one?
It's still no building.
Ah, okay.
NPC.
No, it's not alcoholic. It's non-alcoholic. Like what is it? Like what do you call this? Like what's the name of it? I really love this pattern though. This is super cool. Like I absolutely love the new shader that was added to this because funkalicious, right? We have some friends here now, I think. Aragast there. And also these stations have been designed really well that even you can get up to them without jetpacks. So like I think all the ground stations, they all have ladders running down the kind of like the bases. So say you run out of jetpack fuel and you run here, there's always a way to get up inside into the thing. I mean, you guys will have a great time with these stations. Like Aragaf has designed them beautifully. Oh, the power cards, the zone chips. Yeah, I'll actually show the physical zone chips because I haven't actually shown the model off yet. But
it's so small.
We really have gone over the major points. There are probably some little things here and there. We've answered a bunch of questions. I'm sure you have many more, but I think one thing it will help when you guys actually play on Thursday, maybe some of the answers will answer themselves, right? I'll be doing a stream later, so you can also ask me there if you like. Ask on Discord, and I think at this point as well, information is out there now. So I think if you're just joining the stream, you might not know everything, but I think we've gone through all of it. So yeah, I mean, any final words from you, Philip, about the upcoming test? Anything you want to?
Just pretty much that's it. There will be some servers, I think 7 of them, so you can play multiplayer or try both single player and multiplayer, and give us some feedback. That's the most important.
That really is. Like, enjoy playing the update, enjoy playing this this public test, but really it's super key that we get your feedback now. And yeah, you let us know exactly what you think about. So this is the zone chip. It's the only thing I haven't shown yet.
Energy low.
It's similar to the chip, the space credits chip. It's kind of symmetrical here. Got some little power icons on there. So there you go. That's the zone chip, which you need to keep up the safe zone. You can see here I've got 8 zone chips in there. Oh, that's interesting. That time it didn't consume all of them. I think it took. I'm not sure.
You are loading. It's a different save.
Yeah, maybe.
We will check this one.
Yeah.
If it's not broken or something.
There we go then, guys. It's been like the planning of this update and so far, and the work on it. It's been going on for some time now. It's obviously something like this it's taken a lot of thought to try and get the balancing, even to where it is now. Is like the amount of work that's gone into getting that stuff right has been it's been massive. What about the cache? Okay. Guys, here's some more suggestions, but I really think we'll leave it, guys, for now, just so. Yeah. Cool. It's a different one because normally something like this would be like a big reveal, like a big trailer, big launch. Here's all the new features. So it's a very different update. This approach, the fact that we've actually basically boom unveiled this stuff now, and then of course, you know, we'll see how it changes. But it's definitely been a different.
But who knows? Maybe there is something.
Yes. Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, Philip, but is this everything? Who knows? Yeah, so definitely consider that as well. We may not have revealed all our eggs, so to speak, but enough of that for now. I think this is enough to kind of digest. Cloud cluster, I just spotted one. When 2 grids collide with the safe zone where damage is off. No, there's no damage to any grids. No damage at all. So if you
unless you like turn it on. So you can like go full speed at the station. Don't worry about the brakes.
Energy critical.
There will be very short update log with just like mine features, not all of them. Okay, that's it.
There might be some more questions, guys, but please, feel free to. I'm not sure. Discord's kind of hard because you guys can't really. Best thing to ask questions now. You can ask me. Ask if you've got any questions about that you don't quite know. I don't know all the answers, to be fair, so I'll only answer things that I know about. But I'll be answering some questions tonight if you haven't got it yet. But we're going to let Philip go home. He's been working really hard on this for weeks now, so I'll let him do this. And then, I think we're really done. Feedback form, I can actually show it here if I exit the game. No, it's okay. You'll see it. It's okay. But yeah. Right. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much, Philip, for staying late tonight and talking about this update. Thank you, Aragaf, who's also been there, because Aragaf's put a lot of hard work in, and of course all our development team who have been playing their part in this update. The artists, I mean, the artists have done a phenomenal job on these new blocks and these new items as well as the new the safe zone and stuff. So there's been a lot of work from all departments here, and I'm looking forward to you guys giving us the feedback and seeing more of this. So, all right. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you in just a little bit. All right. Hold on. Aragaf's come to stop by. Hold on. Okay. Bye.
No energy.